Hi guys, what's up? So, I might be the victim of someone's unrequited love and have been for quite a bit, which is fine, to each their own. Until I realized that I'm also the predator to someone's victimization of my unrequited love. And it made me think, where do we draw the line between yearning and crushing on someone and harassment to the point where the other party is genuinely uncomfortable? Because I'm uncomfortable. I see targeted reposts of myself, targeted to me, saying shit like, oh, when you fumbled this weird pixie dream girl, and your friend jokes about it, so you lash out on him. I'm uncomfortable, and I feel empathy for the guy because I know that he's troubled deeply and, perhaps had this yearning for a relationship with I, but thyself does not want to engage in said relationship. So what do? I did some self-reflecting, and I was like, wait a minute, that sounds oddly familiar. Did I not project my feelings to someone and then get rejected and then keep going for it? Wait a second now, because in my head, this was the long game. This was the, oh, it's okay, I'll wait for you till you're ready, or like, oh, it's okay, I'll take it, I'll keep chasing after you because, the chasers are the winners, or the yearners are the earners, or whatever they say. But no, when you really think about it, no, like, I'm uncomfortable because of someone else's romantic affection for me that I do not condone to, which means that the yearning is not reciprocated. So the phrase, like, the one who's in love always wins. It's quite selfish, isn't it? It's quite selfish because, what about the other person? Do they not feel responsible? Yes, they do, because I feel responsible now for whatever happens, for the sadness, for the other person's unrequited love. So I'm thinking, hey, now wait a minute, because that sounds familiar because I'm confessing my love to someone who doesn't love me, and I'm over here thinking, damn, maybe if I chase after them, if I pursue them, court them, then maybe, I'll like, don't give up. This is romanticized in movies. Like, hey, do you like the girl? If you like the girl, don't give up, man. Oh, she's engaged, man. She's still there. She's not married. But what about the girl? No one. We're all like victimizing the yearner. We're like, oh, it's okay. Like, we're empathizing with the yearner. But you have to think, on the other side, there's somebody who feels deeply responsible for the love that they cannot reciprocate, and it feels awful too, It feels awful too. Sure, unrequited love feels bad, but no one's there to comfort someone who is suffering as the victim of the unrequited love. Like, no one's over there like, oh, it's okay, like, it's okay, I know this is a rough time for you. No, they're gonna be like, okay, this guy likes you, well, good for you, give him a chance, or whatever, because that's what I'm experiencing right now. And I don't like the guy. I can't control that I can't like the guy, but I now feel responsible for his feelings, which is like, dang, I'm not blaming him, okay? I'm emphasizing him, I feel bad for him, but also, I don't want this burden on me. And I feel like my emotions are burdening other people. And the therapist thought they would prove me wrong and say, like, no, like, your love, your feelings, they matter too, they matter. And like, to make the one in love feel better. And be like, you know what? I need to pursue this. I'm gonna go for it, man. YOLO. But like, no, because isn't that like actually secretly really evil? And there's nothing evil inherently about, letting your feelings out. That's why people confess their feelings. But also, I think right now, like, in our current economical situation, we are putting too much focus on the romanticization of, you know, being in love or falling in love, which, yeah, I'm also like part of that contribution. But it's about time that we wake up, you know. It's about time that we mention how hard it feels to be on the other side, if that makes any sense at all. Because honestly, you can't just romanticize your obsession for a person and then call it just yearning or being in love, or this is the magic of love, or I don't know, like you only exist, because that's what I was doing, right? But I thought about it and I was like, well, this kind of sucks for the other person, doesn't it? I mean, it really sucks for the other person. I mean, what do they not get a say in this, you know? Even if it's unrequited love, it's never really one-sided completely 100%, right? The other person, they've interacted with you, they want to develop this platonic friendship with you, and you're just over there like, oh, I'm such a yearner, I'm so in love, Okay, we need to become self-aware to the extent where it's like, sometimes, you know, it's not all butterflies and rainbows. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm so heartbroken, but I'll never give up. Well, you know, sometimes you gotta give up, and you gotta give up, not for your own sake, okay? Like, for someone else's sake, okay? I don't know where I'm going with this. Am I coping? Maybe I'm coping. Is this my coping mechanism? Maybe. But after a bunch of journaling, I've realized that, you know, engaging with your feelings is good, but we can't just mindlessly go into it without thinking about the consequences of everyone else that will be included. Because when you're in love, you act very differently. It's not just about you and your own person, right? Everyone else around you is getting affected by your feelings. And I feel like we still have to consider, to an extent, you know, how we're acting when we're in love. Because when we have a crush, obviously we are going crazy, right? Like, our mind, we're not in the right mind, but you know, you still have to, like, wake up one day and be like, dang, you know, this is a little bit like a drug, and not a drug that we need to romanticize right now. So yeah, that's what I have for today. CD tour though. Let me show you some of my new CDs that I've you know, gathered. Yeah, so we have this beautiful band. Get a 360 of that. Yep. Got the Satellite Lovers, great summer album. Let's get it. We got Cowboy Bebop Tank soundtrack, great, amazing, awesome, beautiful. And then we got Slow Dive, also a great summer album. Yeah. So life is good, guys. Focus on yourself, and you know, maybe this is just a whole 9 minutes of me talking to myself, but if anyone out there is struggling with yearn syndrome, come talk to me, you know?